All right, today I'm back to give you guys another video. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Philips Bass Plus in-ear true wireless Bluetooth earbuds. Now, these, when they came out, I believe they were retailing for a little bit more than $50. Right now, Amazon, as you can see right there, they are going for $34.87 at the moment. Now that is straight from Amazon. They do have 6 hours of playtime plus 6 more hours with the case. Now the driver itself is 8.2 millimeters, which is not a big driver, but it's a decent driver. But are they worth the money? Let's find out. Okay, moving on to the accessories. Now, the only accessories that we get is the cable. Now, this is not a Type-C cable. It is a micro USB cable. It's a decent size cable, so it's not one of those little short cables. So it's not bad. And for the price, I think micro USB is okay. And then finally we get 2 sets of extra earbuds, so you can replace the ones that come with the earbuds themselves. Now these are the smaller ones and the larger ones. So for the accessories, you get everything that you need, so I'll give them thumbs up. Okay, moving on to the hardware itself. Now as you can see there, it says Philips. And the way you open these, you just press this right there and it slides open. Now on the front there, it says it has a plus sign for the Bass Plus. And then over here we do have the charging port, as you can see there. Now the plastic doesn't feel really cheap. It does feel, okay. But let me show you the earbuds themselves. Now the earbuds themselves are a little bit bulky. And let me take one out so you guys can actually see it. So it is in the bigger side. And it does have a button that you can press. And that is to do different commands. You can answer calls. Different commands, skip tracks and stuff like that. But let me show you a quick picture of what they look like when somebody's wearing them. So as you can see, they are, and they do look a little bit bulky when you have them on. Keep that in mind. They don't feel really cheap though. They do feel pretty good. They do feel more expensive than the $35 that they're going for at the moment. But again, they do look a little bit weird when you have them on. So for the hardware, I think is just okay. It's not, great, more because the bulkiness of the earbud itself kind of loses points in my opinion. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, moving on to the sound quality. Now, some of the albums I used to test these earbuds out, I did play some Logic. I also played some Bruno Mars, some Joyner Lucas, and I also played some Tony Bennett. Now, I played other tracks, but those are the albums that I remember playing. Now, we're gonna first talk about the bass, because as the box reads Bass Plus, so that means that these supposed to have a lot of bass, and that's what I thought I was getting. But to my surprise, the bass is just okay. It's not gonna rattle your head. You're not gonna feel the the bass hit you hard or anything like that. In my opinion, I thought the bass was more of a balanced bass. You can hear it. It sounded fine, but again, it's not gonna hit you hard. So if you're expecting, because of the big bass letters from the box that says bass, that you're gonna get bass that's gonna really hit you hard, these are not it. So just keep that in mind. So I was a little bit disappointed for the bass because I was expecting a lot of bass and these just didn't deliver. Moving on. Okay, moving on to mids and highs. So the mids and highs were fairly good. Not impressive, but not trash. They sounded fine. They were a little bit on the warmer side. So just keep that in mind. That's the kind of a sound signature you're gonna get. It's kind of that warm sound. It was fine. Everything I threw at it sounded pretty good. Vocals were pretty upfront and pretty clear as well. I was kind of more impressed with the highs, especially when I was listening to stuff like Tony Bennett and you can hear the instruments in the background. They sounded very clear, so that was pretty nice. The mids were just okay, nothing to write about or anything like that. So the sound quality is fine for the price, but I believe for what the retail price that they were going for, a little bit more than $50 when they first came out, I thought that was a little bit steep. Nowadays, I got these on sale for $20, but they have them on Amazon at the moment for $35. I think the price is not a bad deal. So yeah, that was the sound quality. Okay, so what are my final thoughts? So in the beginning of the video, I asked you guys, are these worth the money? Now, in my opinion, I would say they are for the $35 that they're going for on Amazon, or if you can get them for less. Anything more expensive than that, I would say I would give them a pass. First of all, let me tell you what I don't like. I don't like that they're a little bit too bulky for my taste. So I just kind of felt like they stuck out too much out of my ear. So that's not something that I enjoyed. Another thing is that the earbuds don't get as loud as I would like. I think they get around 80 to 85% of what something like my Beats Fit Pro get. So they don't get very loud. Now, also the bass, I was very disappointed with the bass because as you can see, the box claims Bass Plus, and the bass is just not there for me. But if you're the person that doesn't care for anything that I just said that has cons and you still want to pick them up, I think $35 is okay. You're not really breaking the bank on these, and they're decent earbuds. Now, I wish they were Type-C, but that's not a huge deal for the price point. I did listen to some YouTube. I thought everything sounded fine. Bluetooth range, I got between 30 and 40 feet, which is decent. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. And then call quality wasn't very good. When I was speaking to people, they told me I sounded kind of far away. So just keep that in mind. Mostly everybody told me I sounded far away. And so the call quality wasn't that great either. But the price is kind of low. So it's not a bad deal, but it's not a great deal either. So that was my review. Check out all my videos, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.